Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today I finally got the time to hold on, let me adjust this somewhat. To review the Retro Spider-Man Wave Shocker. So thank God, you know, I didn't have to do this review multiple times like I did with the Hammerhead, but that was just a frustrating day on all. So I'm really excited about this guy. I especially like the hands. The effects we've seen many, many times, but I've always liked Shocker as a character, and he was in Spider-Man Homecoming, which I was completely fine with him being in there. But I felt like the character, they could have done him more justice by giving him a bit more time, not as one of those side characters that you know of, and then when you go back later, you're like, oh, it's that guy, like Scorpion in that movie and everything. I really wish, at some point he returns because Shocker's is a really cool character. And just like Hammerhead, I was actually introduced to Shocker through the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, which is a great cartoon. Again, in my opinion, it's my favorite. But I really want to get this open. So we got the really, really cool retro wave art. I love this one, and I love the one on the Hammerhead one. And then I just love these retro cards. I've been actually trying to keep them. Look at that. I just love the design of them. All right, and on the back, oh, this is another long definition for the character. I also love that they do this like the classic Toy Biz figures, where they, show what the character can do. Usually because back then action figures meant that they actually had an action to go with them. I I have a couple of those type of things, probably more than a couple, but they're not as fun to play with because they're kind of restricted to do certain things. But let's get on the read up. Shocker's vibro units allow him to blast through solid metal or hurl long range vibrational punches, but they've yet to help him defeat his eternal nemesis, the Amazing Spider-Man. All right, there's the other figures in the wave. I really wanted Hobgoblin, but he just went out of stock as I was looking at him today on Target. Pretty upset about that. I'm going to try to keep looking around. I might just have to pre-order him on Amazon and wait till April. Again, don't really like the design of the Ben Reilly suit, unless it was the Scarlet Spider. Might pick him up. He's still in stock, so I might pick him up. Symbiote Spider-Man, obviously, he's going to be out of stock. He's probably one of the most popular characters in this wave, besides Shocker, I would think. So, yeah, let's finally get this guy open. All right, so here is Shocker out of the packaging. I think this guy was like easy to get out of the box without ruining the bubble, but he was very, very difficult of getting out of the tray. I didn't want to hurt this guy because right out of the tray, this guy is really, really, really cool. Again, gotta move that up some. These retro waves are just really, they're just really, really cool. I'm saying really, really a lot, but I really like them. Now, my favorite type of hands are these open hands, and he comes with them. And these hands look sick. They look cool. I love them. Now, one of the flaws about this character that a lot of people have been talking about, he does have the hands, but the whole forearm, see that? The whole forearm is a part of it. So if you want to take off the hands, you're going to have to mess around with the forearm, and it is going to be pretty difficult. But if you're like moving them around, right, you might mess it up. You might mess it up. That's what I was trying to say. I lost the words. I was trying to think there. That's what that noise was, if you heard it. But yeah, this guy's really cool. I like the paint apps, although he is kind of bare, but I know that's like the normal Shocker colors is brown and yellow. I always thought these were just bare colors, you know. On the card, it's pretty much exactly the same colors. Wow, he looks a lot brighter on screen actually, but he's way darker and kind of more dim in real life. But I don't really care. I've always liked the design of Shocker, the crosshair thing. Now for some reason the lines on him are faded, and on the other ones that we got that are like overly expensive online, they, you know, their lines are black. And there is this one channel on there that can kind of help you on fixing that. Whoa. I don't know if that's just my lighting but if you kind of look at it close, you kind of see that one part is a brighter yellow, and the other part is darker. That's weird. Is he sun faded? I don't think he was in the sun. I don't know what happened there. Again, it's not really too bothersome, but he did come with these accessories. We have seen them so many times, though. I think a lot of them came with Havoc, and the other witch type characters and stuff. This is just a normal effect. We've seen these before, just different colors, and these are the translucent plastic again, like usual. But I really want to see him with these hands on. But he does have the ab crunch. The ab crunch is a bit tight. That's why you hear that clicking noise. But he does become a weird, deformed creature if you really want him to. Ab crunch is actually really good on him. You can get some pretty decent poses with him if you really mess around with it long enough. You could, I guarantee you. Yeah, so I want to see him with the other hands on, so I will see you in a sec. Alright, so I got him in this pose, and you probably can see it on camera, like, really well at this moment, that the joints, or the pinless joints on the legs, and by the way, I did make a mistake. Pretty sure Hammerhead actually is pinless joint. I don't know why I said he isn't. That's literally all that Hasbro's doing with all their characters now, is pinless joints. So the fact that I didn't know or didn't think he was, it's kind of stupid on my end, but kind of got him in this menacing pose here. And the belt, no, he looks really, really good, I think, especially with these hands, these hands right here. I really, really like those hands, like the design of them. I like it over here too. I haven't put the effects on, but I think in this pose, you know, it might look really cool. Oh, we're stuck. There we go. The effects aren't bad. I don't have a problem with these effects. It's just that we've seen them a lot, and kind of like the Bucky Cat mold, you know, after a while, they just kind of get tiring to see. So we have that, and then we also have the other hand, obviously, for him, which I'm fine with, but I had a problem with this one, this hand right here. I kind of had to just twist it on. It didn't actually just go on easily. I don't know if there's a hair drying issue that I can, a hair drying problem that I can, you know, use a hair dryer to solve. But, you know, I don't really have the hair dryer on me at this moment. It's like downstairs or up here somewhere. I will look into that after, and I might tell you what happened in the next video. But, you know, he looks really menacing as a character in this pose. I like the paint applications on the eyes. Let me put the hand down. Actually, all in all, the paint applications anywhere look really good. There is some chipping, like, right here, but, you know, it's very, very subtle. The paint is pretty good. Kind of that line right there without it, but, I mean, that's tend to be seen. But, even with the Hammerhead, there were some issues, but they were so minor that even if he's just sitting on your display, it's going to be very difficult for you to see unless you're actually just looking for the, you know, problems on them. So if I take this off, let me see if there's a problem with this hand. Hopefully there won't be. If there is, then it might just be the type of hand that it is. Because this is like a really weird design for the hands. Yeah. See, I don't know why, but I've always been like pulled in by these hands. These hands, like, I've always been attracted to on any of like the Marvel Legends or whatever. These hands have always been like my favorite ones, especially on the Red Skull. The hands on the Red Skull for that are probably like my favorite hands, especially like the color for it. I think the color, you know, how weird it is. How such a weird lime green it is right here compared to the, you know, other colors that it is. It's like a darkish green, and then there's, you know, a hint of yellow, and then it's just weird lime green. I just like that weird color palette. And even for him, you know, it's not too much of a weird color palette, but at the same time, you know, like Hammerhead, that's kind of just going back to basics. White guy in a blue and black pinstripe suit. This guy, you know, weird yellow and brown suit. It's not the weirdest color scheme, but it is a color scheme that would stick out among, you know, the others. Even Spider-Man's color scheme, it's a weird one, you know, red and blue. But let's get some comparisons in here. Alright, so here we have the Spider-Man Retro Wave Shocker next to the Bring on the Bad Guys Dormammu Wave, Zemnu Build-A-Figure Wave, and then we also have the Hammerhead from the same Retro Wave. I really like these two figures so far. I'm really thinking of picking up the Armor Mark 1, and if I don't pick that up, then I'm probably just going to settle for a pre-order on the Hobgoblin. Yeah, because the villains in these waves, I loved the choices for the villains. For Hammerhead, we've never gotten him, and for Shocker and Hobgoblin, well, technically we got Hammerhead, but just as an interchangeable head. And for Hobgoblin and Shocker, we've gotten them before, but they're so rare to come by, like they're really expensive, so now you can just get them at the normal price, unless you run out of pre-orders and you look on eBay, and then again, once again, the prices just go way out of control for some reason. But yeah, so there is the review for the Marvel Legends Shocker. I would definitely say 9 out of 10, only because the hands are really weird. They're kind of easy to mess up with. So again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you did like it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.